Hi guys, I am back here and I was just trying to find a spot where I can sit and talk to you. And I found this, I don't know, it's a function room for weddings or something. And I'm completely alone here, so I have my peace because I thought it would be nice to catch up. And I'm a bit distracted right now because the view in front of me is so epic. Like, oh my god, Hong Kong is just something else. The skyscrapers and the skyline and the water, and there's a sailing boat passing by, and in front of me people are swimming and playing. It's just wow, I'm so grateful to be here. And that brings me right into this video. This is a video about gratitude, huge realizations, and how to have a life when you're actually happy. It's different than when you're operating from a state of feeling depressed, feeling stuck. And I have to be honest, I felt so stuck and so blocked the entire last year. Like, it was really a tough year, and the more time passes, the more I realized how I actually really felt. And I felt like I'm not living my own life, you know? I mean, I know I was healing a lot of traumas. I was definitely recharging from a couple of years of extraordinary, wild, and exhausting travels and circumstances and situations. So I needed this year, but I feel ready to live again, you know? I feel the fog is clearing. I feel I'm returning to myself. I feel alive again, you guys. I feel free because I think that so often we have those concepts. We create these concepts for our lives, for our brain mostly, you know, about how things need to be, should be, whatever. And this morning I was like, but this all feels like a mental prison. Like, I don't want to create a mental prison for myself that then manifests into reality to create a physical prison for me. I'm thinking about, is it really needed to own a house? You know, is it really needed to own a car? I mean, depending on where you live and what you do, you need a car sometimes, but if you are moving a lot and stuff, you don't necessarily need one, you know? And I don't know, I just feel like there's so much I don't need anymore, so much I don't want anymore. Since we started traveling again, I just feel like what I want in this life is my freedom. And now I'm pregnant and we're starting our family, but I already know that I'm gonna raise this child completely different. I will raise it like a free bird, you know? I will raise it in a way that this human being gets the chance to connect to his or her soul, its soul, to really explore the depth and just do what it wants to do, you know? And not with hurting anyone, not with... Wait, guys, hear some people. Just a second. Okay, I just continue. So, not with hurting anyone, not with blaming, I don't know, society or the matrix for some things. I just want a free soul, you know, and I want to give this soul the chance to experience itself. By the way, sorry, I hope that the Chinese is not disturbing right now. It seems like I'm not the only person who's escaping to the functioning room. But so yeah, my time here in Hong Kong so far has been so refreshing, and I feel like slowly I'm getting out of the jet lag, because for the last days I've experienced a lot of pregnancy sickness and I was so tired and so exhausted, and I also completely stopped drinking coffee. So now the only thing I have is some matcha, but for a couple days I had absolutely nothing because I was literally pregnancy sick all day long, and the jet lag really did not make me crave any caffeine. So I don't want that. And now this morning I also feel so energized. I don't even know, I had nothing yet. And I'm not sure if I want to put any caffeine into my stomach, because I don't know, sometimes I feel when you travel, then you are obviously, if you have a massive jet lag, you're in some special circumstance, and then you are also somehow more in touch with your body, at least for me. Because I always observe that I'm so much more in touch. I eat so intuitively, literally whatever I want, I eat it. And okay, right now I'm craving green juices and grilled vegetables like crazy, because somehow here, grilled vegetables they have, but everything is really oily and garlicky. And I literally, the last days, what I ate was yogurt and some canned fruits in the morning. Then I had like a burger or gnocchi for lunch and cheese fries or something like this for dinner, because I couldn't eat normal food. Like, I couldn't. It just didn't go down my stomach. I couldn't eat it. And now today I started with a salmon toast with my greens and tomatoes and a little bit of cheese. So I feel I'm arriving here, because for me, I'm a natural, really healthy eater. I always crave my greens and my veggies and my fruits and stuff. And when I cannot eat it, then I really know that something is off, or that I'm just feeling sick, because when you're sick, you don't crave to eat grilled vegetables. I mean, or maybe not. Maybe you do, but I don't know. I didn't. I was just too sick, and I was also nauseous and dizzy. But yeah, anyways, just in the elevator, I met a couple, and they're flying to Australia now. And honestly, I don't know, but for the last days, I'm really playing with the thought again to go back to Australia. I don't know. I just realized so much. Also, I really felt for a year I'm not living my year. I was anxious and nervous all the time. I felt like my soul is at the wrong spot. Though my feeling at the beginning of 2024 was telling me to go to Croatia and rent a house there for a year, now I feel completely different. I feel like I cannot imagine myself doing this ever again. I felt so captivated. The culture, everything is all the same everywhere. Of course, it's a super beautiful country, super beautiful beaches, but I don't know, for me it just feels like there's more to life, you know, there's more to live and to experience. I don't know, and I'm also thinking like how to combine that with spirituality. Isn't to be spiritual to be joyful and to be in the moment? Isn't that when you're most connected to God? Because I feel that I felt guilty and that I was blocking myself for wanting to experience joy in this life. And I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be a monk. I don't want to live in a monastery. I don't want to take away all that life has to offer just because I think that that makes me less spiritual. So I think for me, actually, spirituality was also blocking me a lot, because not of what it is in its like core essence, but how I was like practicing and living it, I would say. So yeah, I'm playing with a lot of new thoughts. I definitely want to explore the world more, and I want to live somewhere else. I want to live where I'm vibing with the people, where I'm vibing with the culture, where I feel connected. And I don't feel connected in Croatia. Like, this is not my type of culture. Eastern Europe, Balkan area, however you want to call it, that's like a specific mindset, that's specific traditions. It's very old school. It's very, I mean, communism reigned there, right? So it's very different. And I want to feel this freedom, you know, I want to feel this freedom, and I want to have a feeling that this is my life. And I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm waking up to myself again, and this happiness. That's so cute. Some people there are doing some, I don't know, chai tea yoga or something. It looks really cute. I love Chinese people. They are cute. Yesterday we also went to Disneyland, and I don't know. I mean, yes, of course, Disneyland whatsoever. You can argue this and that, but it was magical. What can I say? It was cool. And we really lost ourselves there, though at the end we were so exhausted because of all the overstimulation. But it was cool. I was grateful for it. So yeah, now suddenly I feel free. I feel happy. And now I need to protect this happiness and this freedom. And I know that. I know that in order to protect your freedom, obviously you have to be financially smart. And otherwise you have to do things you don't want to do because you don't have money. So you need to be financially smart. But also, I think that, I mean, the choices you make are extraordinarily important. The more choices you make that bring you more happiness and freedom, the more you have happiness and freedom in your life. And I think I was going into the other direction, like taking a major step back, and I was just captivating myself and making choices that keep me small, that keep me captivated. And I feel like I don't want this boring life, because life is very short and very long at the same time, and I don't want to live a boring life. Like, I want to be free, I want to experience the world. And I also believe that so many things that people say about parenthood and children is just not true. Like, this is maybe the majority, like, of, I don't know, let's say you're 9-to-5 worker, you live in one place, maybe then that counts. But I don't know, like, it's all perspective, it's all what you make out of it. Are you with the right person? Everything, so many things are combined here that create your reality. And I feel that for me it's gonna be different. For me it's gonna be so beautiful, and I don't know, I just want to be free. And the first time I felt free in my life was when I was in Australia, so maybe that's why my brain now is telling me, or creating this want to go back to Australia and see how it's going there. I mean, because I love Australia, what can I say? I always loved it. And then I was just telling myself, oh, but it's so far away, so I cannot go, blah, blah, blah. But I don't care about this anymore. Like, I don't feel physically connected to a single place. Like, this is not my life. And I'm praying to God. God is guiding me, directing me, protecting me. And I know that this baby also will guide me. I so deeply believe that this baby knows where it wants to be born, intuitively, spiritually. And I just follow the lead of the divine, because also, I mean, this year is my surrender experiment, right? Today is January 16th, so we are about 2 weeks into this new year. In 4 weeks is my 29th birthday, which I'm super excited about. And yeah, I don't know, I just want to let life guide me. And I believe that I deserve to live my life. I believe that I deserve to be happy and joyful, to wake up every day and like where I am. You know, this is how I want to feel. And I also want to be more connected to the people, because as I said, I'm not vibing with Eastern culture. I'm not, like, the small mindset, everything is so depressing, the people are showing off, the people are angry. Like, this is not my vibe. Like, it also made me crazy, because I was putting so much attention and effort into my looks. I changed my hair, you know, I started to wear makeup. I wasn't doing any of this before. I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting a little makeup on, or a lot, whatever you want, but it's more like that I feel ugly without it, that I feel like I have to do it, oh, mosquito bit me, that I feel like this is expected now, because everyone there, no one is just leaving the house, okay? Everyone there is putting so much effort into the physical appearance, and I don't know, it really took away my carefreeness and freedom and joy for life. And I don't know, I'm a hippie at heart. I'm a hippie, I'm a free spirit, and I want my freedom back, and I want my joy back. And I don't know, I just literally, when we left, I felt like I'm escaping. No, not escaping, that's the wrong word. I'm leaving the prison. It's crazy. And I don't know, if you're watching this video, I encourage you to just really listen now. This is your life. This is your life. Live it the way you want it. Allow God to guide you, but live it the way you want it. And I think that I was living life because I thought, this is what I have to do now. I thought this is what is expected from me now. And honestly speaking, I was never as bored, unhappy, nervous, and depressed. Or maybe I was. Because it also reminded me a bit of my time back in Germany. So there were some similarities in feelings, and that's why I connected it to this feeling of being captivated and in a prison. But then something must be really wrong. So if you're watching this video, this is your life. You can make your decisions. You don't need to please other people. You don't need to live up to other people's societies, system expectations. And I'm telling this to myself because I was doing this, and it made me unhappy. It made me miserable. It made me so bleh. Like so bleh, so in my head. So I mean, my life was just, I felt so bored and so uninspired and so captivated, and I don't know, my juices now are coming back. I feel free again, and let's see. So yeah, I don't know, this is a video about doing what you want to do. Focus on freedom, focus on happiness, fulfillment will come. Trust God, surrender, let go, let the divine do it for you, and follow what inspires you, follow what excites you, follow what brings your happiness back. We don't need to be depressed. I don't believe in that. Bye bye.